Hey, back once again with my level 27 invader. This time I'm just showing off those amulets, how you use them to use the Vyke's war spear, and how to get some like kind of faith on there, so you can use like the Scarlet Dragon if you're into that sort of thing. There's a few clips on here of me using the Scarlet Dragon, but to be honest with you, I'm not really that excited by using it. I think it's a little bit OP. The range is stupid, and it's just one of those cheesy things that you can use every so often if you're just in that kind of mood. But on the whole, I'm not really down with it. But if you want to do that on a low level build, go for it. You can do. No one has any boluses against Scarlet Rot, so it's pretty much like free bodies for you. I haven't got much footage here of me using Vyke's spear, but like you build up madness so quickly on people, it is ridiculous. Again, I think that's something that's going to get nerfed probably at some point, because the way that you can build up madness is a little bit stupid. But you can have fun with it. You can go for it. It's not really my sort of playstyle, but I will mess around with it every so often. Like, because I love messing around with this low level invader. I love like trying out all the different kind of weapons. I do like use the curved swords every so often, the ones that have bleed innate to them. Forgot what they're called right now, you know, like and there's a few other weapons that are really good fun. In fact, one thing I didn't mention on my other video, a staple of my build is I have a misery cord dagger, which has the thunderclap kind of like lightning thing on it, which means that whenever anyone kind of runs away and tries to heal, I can just quickly pull that out and I can do that. I have a little bit of range basically, because I used to play Bloodborne quite a lot and I used to enjoy like doing the heal parries, getting a timing down for those. They were great, and people always just rolled backwards twice and they went for the heal, and that still happens in Elden Ring quite a lot, where they just disengage, roll back a couple of times and then try and heal. And if you get the timing right with the misery cord, you can just quickly just stab them with lightning just as they're about to heal, and it just takes them down. And it's a good way just to punish those people who've disengaged from the fight, just to do a bit of healing, which is good fun to do. One of the things I do find with these low level invasions is you do get, oh, there's a guy who's got like a rivers of blood there. Oh, I hate that weapon. I hate that weapon so much. I don't use it myself. I have one, and I'm able to put the arcane on myself. I've got the silver teardrop kind of helmet, so I can do that. And like, you know, I can make it so that I have 20 arcanes, so I can use that thing. And it is pretty much a one-shot. And look, oh, I'll get a parry on someone with the Rivers of Blood there. Made me feel incredibly good. But yeah, it's basically just a one-shot. Like, because if you get caught by it and you get staggered by the bleed, instantly they're just hitting you again, and you're pretty much dead. Most times I'm meeting Rivers of Blood players, I'm pretty much dying. Like, unless I can dodge through it or I can get a parry on it, something like that. And often I do find it is higher level players who are co-oping with someone who have that, and like they do ridiculous damage. And in fact, quite often, this is a little tip for you. If you want to do ridiculous damage, if you want to just easily own invaders, a good way of doing it is to join someone who's low level with your high level character, because you will get slightly nerfed. But at the same time, you will still do ridiculous damage, and you'll still have all your tools, and you still have all your stats, so you can use like all your spells and things like that. I do come across quite a lot of high-level players, and it is a challenge. It's a little bit of a challenge. I think there's one here who's using Melina's like sword. I think we have a bit of the waterfowl dance come out here. I'm not sure, but yeah, you do find that quite a bit, and they are like quite challenging. I think 50% of the fights I have a higher level player in there, with like, you know, masses of armor on, loads and loads of poise, that sort of thing. So it is a little bit of a challenge. It's not the rollover that you get, that you think it is, like when you're invading like low level. But again, as I said in the last video, I invade low level just because I like the back and forth, I like those melee fights, and I like them to last a little bit longer than just a couple of hits. They're really good fun. It's good fun to mess around. I'd recommend anyone like make a low level character. My weapons, everything that's a somber stone, that's only +2, and everything that's a normal stone is only +3. Because I've made them as kind of as low as possible, just so I can invade in the lower level areas like Limgrave and Stormvale, place like that. Because I love Stormvale. It's a great place. It's a great place to run around. But I hope you enjoyed the fights that I have on here. I'm going to put up a few more videos. I think the next one I'm going to do, I'm going to be have a lot of carry and retaliation on there, because it is ridiculous. Anyway, you take care. In a bit.